Hello, Arados back again. It's been a while, but it's time for another Let's Paint, and I have a little special guest here. Deadpool Bob Ross. Got this guy back for my birthday, so about time I started using him. Regardless, we're going to be painting the Arcadia Quest Frost Dragon. Yeah. I've had this guy on my shelf for a few months now. Been meaning to get around to him, but I haven't really had a chance to because I've been meaning to do this as a video. Anyway, as you can see, no primer whatsoever. We are going to use the base plastic as our base coat, excuse me. And first things first, so let me almost use the wrong brush there. We're going to take this light blue and we are going to dry brush the entirety of the model in this really light paint. As you can see, we're bringing out all those nice little details. And once we are done covering the entire model, which includes the wings, we'll get back to you on the next step. Okay, as you can see, we got a nice light blue dusting on that base blue there. So next, it's time for the inside of the wings, which we're going to take some aqua. And we're going to paint the inside membrane of the wing. Let me see if I can get a little on my brush there. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's a bit more coverage there. We're going to completely coat the inside of the wing. Might take a coat or two in order to get the full coverage we need, but once that we're done, we're going to go on to the next step. Okay, as you can see, we got nice coating on the inside of the wings. Not the outside, just the inside. So now we're going to take some Nightshade shading ink and go over the entirety of the model. And be very careful. This is going to go a long way, so we're going to have to be very careful how much we're going to use. That looks to be about... They're a little dark in a few areas, but we're getting there. So yeah, once we're done with the shading, I'll go on to the next step. We are going to have to wait for the ink to dry, like I waited for this to dry before I went to this step. So yeah, on to the next step. Okay, as you can see, we got a nice dark blue wash on those wings and on the model itself. Kind of hard to stand him up without his wings on, but now we're going to take the fine brush and we're going to take some white. And we are going to trim white on the edges up here, on his beard, around his chest, these two little spikes here. So just carefully dip the brush and just carefully line that edge like so. When we're done with that, we'll go to the next step. Okay, as you can see, took us 2 hours to do this, but I got all of the lines trimmed in white on his chest, on his head, on his nose. I forgot to point out the nose, and on the tip of his tail. So now we're going to take some Soulstone blue, make sure that's all shook up. Okay, pop that open. This is a glaze, so it's going to be a little transparent. And again, just like the shading ink, we're going to just use a little bit just to get a nice frosty-like substance on there. So once I am done with that, we will go on to the next step. I will also trim his eye with black a little to highlight it before we go on to the next steps. Okay, as you can see, nice glossy blue there. It's still not snowy texture, so what I'm going to do is going to dry brush this in some white in order to get it some really nice snowy effect. I also notice I missed this area here. I need to trim this. I'm going to coat it in the same blue and do the same. Now, other than that, all that's left is to paint his eyes, which I will go over with some ivory and then just dot his eye there. I'm also going to go with some ivory on his scale, on his spikes on his shoulders, his arms, his back here, and just also right here in his teeth, and go over that with some earth shade in order to get it some really worn look to it. And as for his talons on his hands and feet, we're just going to go over that with some pavement gray. So yes, it's getting late. I want to get this done as quickly as possible. So once I finish with that, I'll show you the final product. Okay, sorry about the camera tilt there, but as you can see, I got the talons and the claws all nice and shaded on both the wings, on the back, on the arms. Got his black talons on his feet and claws, and I got that red on the head. Now then, I said before in the video I was going to dry brush this. Now then, I decided to do this a little bit on camera, because again, might as well have something to do here. I'm going to make sure I have very little white and just carefully dry brush around the tips a little. And I will cut here and show you what that looks like finished. Okay, we are all done. As you can see, we got nice frosty-like details on all that ice. I also add a little bit of white to that red portion of his head to make it look like a shiny gem. So yeah, with him out of the way, here he is next to the poison dragon I painted last time I did one of these dragons. And there's my custom slipstream figure and my custom Kitsune Nun Yuri. These guys are pretty big. Definitely don't want to be facing them against... definitely don't want to be facing them in any capacity unless I have the proper dragon slaying equipment. Anyway, that is my Let's Paint for the Frost Dragon. And Deadpool's been back here this whole time. So anyway, I hope to see you again next video, and hopefully I'll have something else I can paint on camera for you. So later.